As a woman, I have dissented the fantasy that is becoming a mother. It is a burden. It is work. It is labor. You know what I'd labor for though? $4 million in my bank account. I would rather labor for $4 million in my bank account if I'm going to, because it involves labor either way. Being a mother and making money involves labor. I would choose the labor that will bring $4 million in my bank account. The labor that will bring 4 children into my life, may that labor never find me, in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. So what's more fulfilling than raising children? Making hella money. That's what's more fulfilling. Yeah, making hella money. Because men talk about, well, what's more fulfilling for a woman than raising children? But they don't even want to stick around to raise the kids themselves. You travel 1 week, you leave your husband with the children. He's calling you, babe, where's the socks? Babe, where's their shoes? Babe, what food should they eat? If raising children was so cool, then you do it then. Nonsense. I hate when men think they can decide what's fulfilling to women. You're wombless. Shut up. You're wombless, you're vaginaless, you're breastless. Get out. You have no opinion. Your opinion is therefore nullified. Your opinion has been nullified by the fact that we have boobs, we have vaginas, and we have wombs. You ain't got no. Shut up. Shut up, I beg. Have you ever seen a woman trying to advise a man what to do with a penis? Because she doesn't know how a penis is or what it feels like. I mean, pause. You get what I mean. The same way men disregard advice from women is the same way women should start disregarding advice from men. In fact, at this point, if a man is telling me his opinion, I may walk out on him. I'm just walking out. Like, thank God I'm not even actively dating, honestly, because as a man is just describing his opinions, I'm just walking out mid-date. Y'all are scared? I ain't scared.
Having kids, I just don't understand how you don't want your legacy to be carried on, bro. Like,
my legacy is me. My legacy is not my kids. My legacy is me. My legacy is my show. My legacy is Amani. My legacy is not my kids, because average people will be like, oh, I want a legacy, but you're average. You live like a peasant. So what is your legacy? Let's say that you are above average. You're a millionaire. You're brilliant. You've made all these contributions to society. Your kid could come out to be a crackhead. Your kids could come out to be a school shooter. And that's the legacy? That's your legacy? I don't think that legacies, people even really know what they mean, because your legacy starts with you. And if you don't have a legacy in your name, your kids ain't got shit to do with your legacy. People think that a legacy is just having kids. No, your legacy is what you set your kids up for. And a lot of people don't got two fucking pennies to rub together but want to have kids and a legacy. What fucking legacy do you have? A legacy of debt?
So hard! Oh, they make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just fucking surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can.
Whenever somebody tells me, oh, you're missing out because I don't have kids, I'm like, you're covered in shit, you haven't slept in days, and your ears are ringing from the constant screaming. I think I'm good.
Nobody talks about the amount of times as a fucking mom that you sit in the fucking car and just cry, bro. You just fucking cry. Even when you know your tears not gonna fix shit.
I don't care what y'all say. Having a baby in the year of 2025 is probably one of the most worst decisions you can make in your life. It is not the same like how it was back then. With the way that this world is going and all the shit that has been happening, I would be very much scared to bring a child into this world and to raise my child in this time and age that we're in. And then not only that, the selection of men that we have to choose from to have babies with, I'm telling you, the odds of you finding a good daddy is 0 to none. You're not going to find one. They're not out here anymore. Baby, you should have had that baby way back then when we had a decent selection of men. I don't know what happened. The men that we got to choose from nowadays, baby, they struggling. You gonna struggle. The baby gonna everybody just gonna be struggling around this bitch. Like, everybody. I feel like the best time to have children was maybe, like, I would say maybe a couple years ago. But to have them now, knowing how this world is and how shit is starting to go down, I wouldn't dare want to have any more children. I couldn't do it. So if you don't have any children and you made it this far, keep going. I'm telling you, there is nothing rewarding about having a child now. I promise you.
I could talk to the younger me. I would tell me to wait. I would tell me to wait to have kids until I know that I either am financially stable or I'm having a team behind me that can help me, because everybody needs a community.
There is no world in which a child is more valuable than money. I'm so sorry, bro. Like, let's not have these fantasies around children because we want them and like them. Let's be very, very for real. And I believe that many women are tricked into believing that children are these magical, supernatural creatures. They're not. They're human beings that you birth and you have to be responsible for the rest of your life. I'd have $4 million in my bank account before I have 4 children. And if I'm to pick between 4 children and $4 million, I will pick $4 million. I will never, ever pick a child over money. Ever.
People don't like when you say it out loud, but I'm going to say it anyway. Sometimes I've said, I hate that I had kids. Not because I don't love them, not because I ever stopped showing up for them, but because nobody told me what it would really cost. There's no manual. There's no roadmap for what it feels like to give your whole self away and then not know how to find it again. It doesn't come from regret. It comes from exhaustion, from raising kids while never being taught how to raise yourself, from showing up for everyone else and not knowing how to show up for you. For years, I thought my identity was just being a mother. And when they grew up, I realized how much of me I didn't even know. I had to ask myself, who am I when no one needs me?
I don't even feel close. I don't even remember what I was like without kids.
Do you feel like your style has changed a lot since you became a mom?
Hello, we gotta pick things up, we gotta snatch things in, and we gotta know if a shoulder and a boob is all you have to work with for the night.
People be like, you really don't think you're ever gonna want kids? You're not gonna change your mind? You'll probably change your mind. No, we're not gonna change our mind. You know why? It's Monday at 12:50. I woke up an hour ago. I decided my back hurts. I'm gonna go get a massage. Here I am at the spa. Booked myself a little 1 hour full body. Stopped for a latte before. And then we're gonna go into the sauna and the hot tub because it's included in my day pass. Take my sweet time because I have no one to answer to today. And then I'm gonna go home with my husband and my cats and rot and enjoy the rent we pay for and the quiet. The key word, quiet. Why would I ever want to change that?
I was not prepared in motherhood to constantly have to find the patience. Like, I have to find the patience all hours of the day to do everything and anything because no one told me how fucking taxing it is. On top of it, all you're trying to do is things for them, like you're trying to make food or you're trying to get dishes done so that you can have dishes to make more food, or you're cleaning laundry or you're cleaning up a mess or something. You're constantly doing something to care for the house or for the child or for the children or kids or animals or whatever. No one tells you how fucking taxing it is to hear someone whine or cry or say, mama, 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 all the time, 24/7. Like, there's no way to mentally prepare for your brain to handle that. And then they don't see that. They only see the fact that you're not paying attention to them, so then they want more of your attention. And you're like, I'm already giving you all of my fucking attention. I know you don't realize it, but I am. And you're running on fumes, and you just need 5 minutes where you don't have someone saying something, making noise. Like, the auditory overload is insane. Realistically, as parents, like, until you're doing it, you don't realize how fucking hard it is. And I'm just taking, 2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting to myself, and I feel so much guilt because I know that I left my baby in her crib to sit there and just like chill for a second. I'm overwhelmed.
Not to brag, but what a time to be childless. I mean, I woke up at 10 a.m. on a Saturday, made coffee in silence, and the only person screaming in my house was the espresso machine. I scrolled for 2 hours. I ate leftover pizza for breakfast. No one judged me. You can't buy that kind of freedom, mostly because you spent all your money on diapers and Paw Patrol merch. So, I see parents out here running full marathons before 8 a.m., right? They're pushing strollers, they're packing snacks, they're negotiating with toddlers like it's a hostage situation. Okay, meanwhile, my biggest responsibility today is remembering to plug in my phone, okay? Every time I hear mom, dad in a grocery store, I whisper a little thank you prayer. People love to say having kid gives you a life meaning. Cool. So does sleeping in and ordering food without sharing it, okay? So I'm not anti-kids. I love kids. I'm just pro-peace, okay? I'm sure I'll get there one day, but right now, I'm enjoying the calm before the chaos, okay? So yeah, not to brag, but what a time to be childless. It's quiet, it's clean, and every dollar I make still belongs to me.
Having children changes everything. It changes your whole life. It's brutal and incredible hormonal imbalance that comes with postpartum. Also having an identity crisis. Who am I as a mother? Who am I as a wife? Who am I as a sexual person to my husband? Who am I as a creative? And I think she's plagued with this feeling that she's disappearing. It's extremely isolating. Extreme anxiety and extreme depression is isolating. No matter where you are, you feel like an alien.
Nobody talks about the moments you look in the mirror and realize you don't recognize yourself anymore. Motherhood has taken over everything. You give, you sacrifice, you love so deeply that somewhere along the way, you get lost. You are not just tired, you are empty, and the world just expects you to keep going.
I'm almost 43. I'm child-free. This was done intentionally. And I don't think that I should ever be shamed for my choice not to have a child. I'm an aunt, and I would be pulled limb from limb for those kids, but I still don't want any. I feel like we've been conditioned by society to feel like as women, it's like our life's purpose because we were gifted by God to have children. And I've always known at a very young age that was not something that I wanted to participate in. So as your big sister or aunt, I want to tell you young ladies, if you decide not to have kids, that is okay, my love. And if you do want to have kids, baby, listen to me. It should be a well thought out, planned thing. And you should absolutely take into consideration the person that you are having that kid or those children with. That this is not something that God intended for you to do alone. And that's happening way too much in our society. I love you. Whatever you decide, I love you.